Hey Andrew, back again. Just changed him. That's your new 4700 UF. The original was a 16 volt. I put a 25 volt in there. And that was the last remaining one there. Once 10 UF 160 volts. Now all their caps are replaced on the analog board. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put back the original power supply on here, put the machine back together, and just test the machine with the original PSU, just to make sure that all my work here is good. So we'll do that now and we'll get back to you. Christ, we've no fan either. We'll test it without the fan. Put in the analog board, you have to make sure that the brightness wheel up the front, there we go, is in position correctly. That's it. This is first power up of the analog board without the logic board, and if I make one mistake, this thing it just explodes. Like there's going to be no ifs or buts about it. Now I do not know will it send anything out because it needs the logic board to turn on. So let's just plug it in and see what happens. Power going in, and nothing. That's what I was hoping for. I don't have the fan in there, but now I can see it'll be any voltages. But as I said, I'm not sure will anything be coming out. Oh, there's a nice 11.6 volts. 5.5 volts. Well, we have a power supply. We do have voltage. Can you see that? You see that? So we're getting 5.5. And we're getting 11.6, a bit low on the 12. So it didn't blow up. So that leads me to conclude nothing bad so far. So power off. Now next thing is put the logic board into it. Your logic board. So power out. But there's only one way to find out, like. We know this logic board is good. We have a decent 12 and 5 volt. But when this board goes in, just checking the sound there. When this goes in, the machine shall detect a logic board and shall send the signal to power up the CRT, the high voltage. And this can be risky. Now, make sure there's nothing under there. There's nothing there, it's just cardboard. We'll leave the screen there so you can see it. Jesus. All I'm connecting is the main power harness to the logic board. And with that, we'll go for a power up. Power in. Oh Jesus, I hate this shit. And fingers crossed, power on. Oh! I didn't hear the monitor. Logic board worked. Oh, the brightness was down. Perfect. Oh, Jesus, my heart. Nice display. Nice. Oh, Jesus, my heart. Yeah, interrupt. Reset. Reset. Boom. Perfectamundo. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's the wrong one. Reset. Oh, Jesus. I gave CRT a bit of a clean. I'm going to be stripping all this again, Andrew. I have to open the bloody floppy drive again to put in the little cog. Wait till you see this, watch. This came from Italy, right? And I said, I didn't order anything from fucking Italy. So I opened this. Yeah. And this is what was inside it. And there, what the hell is this like? I have no idea what it was. So, invoice, receipt, bit of cardboard, and then down the fucking bottom corner of it, look. The little tiny cog. 3D printed cog to replace the cog in the fucking floppy drive. But so far so good. Of course we have to do the fan. But I'm not doing that because the next thing we have to do now is strip it all again. Take out the analog board. You've got to take it all apart again. And then we're going to try this PICO, which I swear to God, Andrew, this PICO looks so fucking small. I'm not sure how in hell this PICO is going to power this machine. I really don't know, but the guy that designed it insists it's going to work, so we'll motor on. So, we know this is 100%. So we shall continue from here. Now, we need this guy, and where's this PICO thing? Oh, this. And this is the PICO. Oh, Jesus. And I know next to nothing about this. When I take it that all this does is take the 12 volts in, sends the 12 volts through, and breaks down the 12 volts to a 5 volts, send it out here somewhere. That's how I assume it does. We know he goes in there, so he must go into here, like so. And you can see all this, yeah. Not a particularly good fit. Does not want to go in. Really does not want to go in. I mean, look at the bend in this. See this, like it's kind of arched up the way. What the fuck? And what the fuck is that off? That wasn't part of it. And what's this off? Jeez, I have no idea what any of this shit is. What's that for? There's the import duty, lad. $12.68 he charged me import duty. Why did you put it in the box? Like, you should have. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Irish Customs, man. What the fuck? So that's the Molex. Molex to this little connector. Oh, is this for the fan? I'm sure the fan came with one of these little connectors, I don't know. What the fuck is this? Jesus, what is that? Oh, that's the SD. This, oh, that's an extension for that, right? Yeah. And that's it, like. That goes there. So then he goes here. Roughly. Switch then goes over to here. Right, Andrew, I'll put this thing together as I think it goes together. That's the adapter we built last time. That's the PICO itself. This is your fan installed now, bolted on. The fan cable goes to the PICO, there's the same connector. Out of the PICO, you have this heavy cable, goes over to this. This is the 12 volt. Onto this is the switch. This is the little switch which switches on the PICO. There is a problem, however, that the little bolts supplied with the PICO, or the whole kit. See these little bolts under my finger? They're not long enough. Now it came with 2 bolts and 4 little nuts, 4 brass nuts. There's another one, right? See them? And I'm assuming that one nut goes under like I have it. Because the legs under the PCB, I had to snip them off, they were so long. But with those in place, you have some kind of clearance. But when you plug this thing in, I mean, what's going to support that? When you plug in your SE jack, it's got no support. This is really bad design, Andrew. You're going to plug your jack in and all the force is going to be on these pins, because that's all that's supporting this. I really don't fucking get this thing at all. What I'll do now is I'll just hold up the rear cover and see what way it's put. Where's that? Alright, try and do this in one hand. I'm holding the rear cover here with my hand with the case in place. So the fan is correct. The little heat kind of lines up, I think. And from the back, there's what I'm seeing at the back. Yeah. But it just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to turn this thing around, hold it up. Yeah. And when you press that, like, on and off, you know, on off is okay. But when you try and push in a DC jack, there's nothing behind it. Nothing. To support this, bad engineering wise. Quick update. Right. They were the 2 bolts and 4 nuts that were sent with this. And there's 4 nuts, so I assume that 1 nut goes under the PCB and 1 over to lock it, because the gap between the PCB and the circuit board, like these 4 pins are protruding down beyond the circuit board. I snipped off the excess, but you can't have them touching off the board, so that's why I assume that one of the nuts goes under the board and one on top to cause it to be the spacer. So now it's in position, it's solid. But when you're pushing the jack, like, like, look at the movement on it. Like, I mean, on-off signal to the PICO coming from the main switch. So that's it, Andrew. That's that image you just sent me. The PICO had 1 less pin connector than this, but this fitting I have, it only goes in 1 way. Like, there is no extra one out here, so it can only go in that way. So as far as I can see, this is about ready to be tested, switched on. So DC 12 volts in, over to the PICO. PICO goes into the adapter board feeds into the analog board. There's your new fan connected to your PICO board. And there's your fully recapped analog board. And this is going to be interesting. So now I gotta find a DC adapter to plug into that, and I can't find one, but I'll just keep looking, so back in a minute. What I see on the internet, the positive is the center pin leading into the positive here, so it's center positive. The only lead I could find with an adapter to fit it was off my own Amiga zip drive power supply, so I'm gonna chop it off just to test this bloody thing. It fits in nicely anyhow. It fits into it correctly. So what I want to do is power it up at 12 volts, and then I can meter the voltages, check all the voltages coming out of the PICO to make sure that they're correct. I have a thing here telling me what I'm supposed to get out there before I plug it into the analog board. I'm supposed to have from left to right 12 volts, 5 volts, 2 grounds, and a minus 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 12 volts, 5 volts, ground, and minus 12 volts. So, yeah. Let's chop the lead off my Amiga drive power supply. Jesus, what am I doing? Alright, in the name of science. That wouldn't be 12 volt by any chance, would it? Output 3 volts? Jesus, I can't do that now. Output 5 volts, well that won't do it, we need 12, so. Okay, bang goes my Amiga power supply. Snip! That's your fault, look at me, bloody. Okay. Okay. Get him out of the way for the time being. Here's our Xbox power supply. Just have to read, and I have to connect the red and the blue. That switches on the power supply, and then the black and the yellow are my outputs. So black and blue and yellow is connected. Something heavy on this. Yeah, the remains of my Amiga zip drive. So power is on. We are recording, yeah. Now, negative and internal positive. 12.24, so we have our power supply. Now, all this is, so we have the 12 volts coming into our PICO bracket, feeding into the PICO and then onto the adapter. From the adapter we're getting the 12 volt for the fan, so the fan should come on, that's what I'm hoping. So, okay, let's do it. 12 volt in, and here's the moment to throw it on off. Well, hey, our fan came on. That's good. So we're looking for plus 12 volts. That's our ground. There's our 12. This is our 5 volt. 5.057 and minus 12 volt. Minus 12, so it's actually working. It's working correct. It's giving out the correct voltages, Andrew. So, and our fan is fuck, it's blowing air in the way. What? So I have the fan on backwards. Fuck it. I have to take the fan off and flip it around. But yeah, we'll do that anyway. But yeah, we have our on off switch on the back. Off. Back on. But we're blowing air in instead of blowing it out. I mounted a bloody fan backwards. and because of that nut down there, I can't get to it. I have to take the whole goddamn thing off again. Okay, I'm back again. We've reversed the fan around the way it's supposed to be. We are not going to plug it in yet, but so far so good. We're getting the correct voltages. We're taking the fan directly to the PICO. The on off switch is working. Yeah, everything looks good, so we'll just connect it up again and test it one more time. Can you see that there? You see the fan here? Yeah. So power in, that's our 12 volts in, and power on. Our fan is blowing air out the back the way it's supposed to. And you can barely hear it again, and it's getting full 12 volts, so it's going flat out. But that is so much quieter than the Macintosh, like the original fan. Right, Andrew, I'm happy with this so far. Off. On. No, it's drawing no, like I mean, it's not drawing anything. All it's running is the fan. So the next thing is to put the machine back together and try and power up the bloody machine with it, which is going to be something to behold, to be honest. Okay, here we go. First power on without the logic board. Oh jeez, if I done everything right. That's him, that's him, that's him. Yeah, okay, if I could do it. Our fan is on. Yeah, looking good. And we got our 12 volts and 5 volts. We have a good 5 volts. And we have a good 12 volts. There's our fan running. So here's your DC 12 volts coming in. Straight over to your PICO in there. Driving all the rest of the machine in there. So next thing is the logic board. And this is the first main test, so bear with me. So after a lot of deliberation between myself and Andrew and Scotland, who owns this machine, I'm going to leave it there for you. I'm plugging in the DC. There's not really much else I can do except hit the power button. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. And do we have a display? No. Don't tell me that thing's gone again, is it? Yeah, same fucking thing. There you go. 12 volts driving a... Holy shit, it worked. Let's just do that again for the camera. And 3, 2... PICO's running the goddamn machine. Look at that. The display looks fucking perfect. Oh Christ, I got a splinter. Ow! Fucking splinter. I got a splinter off the chassis. Okay. That's mad, isn't it? Look at that, lad. There you go. 12 volt in. 12 volt from an Xbox power supply straight into a little Mr. Old Peekaboo boy down there. Yeah, that's the adapter that I soldered together from a kit myself. That goes straight into the analog board, replacing the big Sony power supply. The rest of the analog board is standard, which I recapped. This is a new quiet silent type fan running at full power, throwing buckets of air out. And look at that. No smell of burning. Well, fuck me, I'm I'm well impressed. That's pretty damn cool, isn't it? Okay, need a cup of tea, turn that, and look, here's the on-off switch, look. How cool is that? How cool is that, look. Okay, we're gonna take some temperature readings now. Gonna put in our DC 12 volts and power it up. Lovely. And we're gonna watch the temperature in this PICO. 21, which is just basically room temperature. I'm at 32, 33. PICO's at 21. No, the wire itself is at 20. Everything's 21. It's just room temperature. So we'll just leave it run for a few minutes. See if we get any major fluctuations. 22 up at the flyback. Flyback's getting 1 degree warmer. No. Boop. Well, we have a screen, we've got full brightness, because oh, it is at full brightness. 22, not 21. The room temperature is 21. My LCD over there is 32. The window frame is 18. 21 at the wall. 21 at the table. $21 degrees, that's what I'm getting on the PICO. I can't get it on the components at the back because a lot of components are on the, I can only see one side of it, but I'm sure if it's getting hot it'll show up here. No, 22 up on the adapter board. 22. I'll get the camera down here closer to show you what I'm doing. Okay, you see, I don't know if it's in focus or not, but you can see that I'm trying to fill them in there at the PICO. 20, there it is, 22, 21. The highest temperature I'm getting is up here on the little adapter board, if you can see it there. Hard to do this, hard to keep all this in shot now. If I go forward a bit, it'd be easier, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, 22, so nothing running out of control. Oh, there's a little bit of heat on that side. But I mean, look, the room temperature, 21 degrees. The chassis is fucking warmer, 22. Yeah, but the PICO is basically at room temperature. So let's add some components. Oh, and for anyone in America, that's 71 Fahrenheit, which means nothing to me. So in Fahrenheit, here's your readings. I don't know, can you see it there? Well, I can't see anything. I have the dot on the little PICO, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The little adapter on top, 72. And the room temperature, 69. Oh, so there is a slight variance there. I suppose Fahrenheit's more accurate, because it's smaller. Yeah, back to Celsius, 23, 21. No, there's no, it hasn't changed. 23 is the highest we're getting so far, but that's nothing. 21 flyback, CRT. No, I'm not getting any major heat anywhere. Now we're gonna connect our blue SCSI. This is the first trial of loading up this PICO, but I drive Chinese diesel heaters with these Xbox power supplies, and I know that they're pretty solid. So, Jesus, oh man, this is all head wrecking shit. I'm gonna go again. SCSI's powered up, the blue SCSI's up, screen is up. Get some readings. We're getting 11.8, 11.78, 11.79, the same as before. Now as our 5 volt dropped, it was 5.00, bang on 5.003. Oh, can you see that? Yeah. So PICO is still doing its job. Let's see what our temperatures are. Any difference? 22. Oh, we've got 24 now. Well, that's like 24 is nothing like. Oh, my battery's gone in this bloody thing again. 23, 24. The warmest part of the PICO is the adapter I made on top, and it appears to be the main capacitor on it. I don't know what that does. But no. Oh, boot, cool. I wasn't even watching. I'm looking at the temperature readings here. The wire coming out. The wire is not hot. I mean, so far so good, Andrew. I mean, we're now running an SE30 with a blue SCSI, and we're getting an average temperature of 24 degrees now. And the warmest part is the adapter. The actual PICO unit itself is at 22. So it's very good. Now the next thing is to decide, will we go for broke and plug in the accelerator and see what happens. So we'll do that now. Fuck it. Power off. And this of course is the accelerator in question, the demo. He's in. Power on, and if this runs, then it's all working. So let's go for it. Yeah. And of course my battery is gone. I'll turn it off. Gotta charge up these two stupid batteries again. Where's my little charger? Gotta charge up these little bastards. Okay, we're gonna go for power up. We got good batteries in our little digital thing. We have the blue SCSI installed, the 3D accelerator, and the PICO running, so power up. Power on, that's good. $22. I'm taking readings here from the side. I'm pointing straight on the PICO. 23, 22. Computer's booting. 22. Not seeing any excessive temperatures. 22, 23. Blue SCSI seems to be working from the back, it's loading away. 23, 22, 21. 24 on the back of the accelerator itself. Yeah, I'm into a desktop. $23. Well, I think 23 degrees Celsius is the hottest it's got so far, which I'd imagine is pretty safe. In Fahrenheit, that's 72, 73 degrees Fahrenheit on the PICO. 73, 71, capacitors, 74 on that one, 71. Looks fine. Full brightness, yeah. Full brightness will be the most current. 71 Fahrenheit. So for anyone in America watching, I can't see any major. I'm looking for any extreme temperatures here, but I'm going back to Celsius. 24, 23, 24. The highest I'm getting is 24, and that's actually off the fuse on that adapter for the PICO. Yeah, the two fuses are giving me 24 degrees. The actual PICO board itself, 22, 23. Yeah, the accelerator board, oh, 27. The accelerator's getting hot. Well, not hot, but I mean like 27 degrees Celsius isn't. Jesus. Flyback 23. Oh, look at that. I mean that's fine. Do a reset. No, I'll power it off. Power it back on. Jesus, I mean, no terrible smells. The Xbox power supply is stone cold. That's what's running it. That's the brick that's sending out 12 volts. (22, 24). Andrew, this looks pretty good to me, boy. That's all I'm going to do for today. Blue Scuzzy's hanging out the back, but I mean everything looks fine on it. The highest temperature I'm getting is from the two fuses on that adapter. Yeah, 24 degrees Celsius. 76 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the highest temperatures I'm getting, 76 Fahrenheit. So that's pretty damn good. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. There's no heat in any of these wires. I mean, and this little fan that I put in for you is really pushing some air. And without the case on, it's not really effective, I suppose. But without the case on, it doesn't have to be, because whatever heat is there is coming straight up. I feel a bit of heat coming off the flyback shop. 24 degrees. That's all I'm getting. No extreme temperatures. Shut it off. Let's connect the floppy drive. Let's just push this guy in. Jesus. So now, Blue Scuzzy, floppy drive and 3D accelerator, all running off the PICO. 3, 2. Hang on, is that in right? Yeah. Oh. Nothing. Remove 3D accelerator. Oh. So it failed to boot there the last time with the accelerator in, but then again these caps are very old and possibly leaking as well. So a bit further work to be done. Plug them back in and see. There it's back on again with the 3D accelerator card. There it's back on now with the accelerator. Running the floppy and the blue SCSI installed. Oh, I'm getting 26, 27. 27 now. Fuses are at 25, but 25. You know, it's going to crash because that's the wrong disc. So put him out. Disconnect floppy. Back on. Gonna leave it running away there for a while.